Hey guys, hope you're feeling hungry. It's time to head back down to the factory and chocolatier decadence by design. Hi guys, welcome in. If you joined us last week, you will have seen that we collected quite a few new ingredients. I can't remember how many it was, but I think it was roughly about I'd say about 6 or 7. It was a good amount. So we also unlocked another custom chocolate creation slot, whatever you want to call it. And we then completed a couple of tasks that we've been set. Some may have been more worth it than others, but nevertheless we completed those, and we are now back at the test kitchen to create another recipe. So as you can see, we've got a couple of different cacaos now. I actually forgot that we would need to get one extra of those. So yep, I'm just going to leave it on that number. The normal one, and then we've got a couple of coffees. So we've got the Kona coffee and the new Moroccan one. We've got cream and milk, and then we've got caramel, sugar and honey. If I could say them in the right order, I would. And then we've got currants, lemons and limes. Limes are one of the new ones we picked up, as are currants, and then raspberries. And then we've got the usuals. And finally, we've got some additions to this one. So we've got cayenne pepper and anise. Not one of my favourite ones to work with, I confess. So we've got the choice of bars or coffees now. I think we're going to go for coffee. So this still gives us only 3 slots. Pro tip, you can have more, but that's on other ingredients, other recipes rather. And more ingredients slots don't necessarily mean it's a better recipe. It just means that you have to go further and buy more things in order to fill them. So don't be in too much of a rush. They do, of course, bring you more money in. So we are going to go with obviously a coffee. But do we go with this one or do we go with this one? The trouble is, obviously, with the coffees, you can only get these in one specific port. However, the Kona coffee, as you can see, is quite a lot cheaper than the Moroccan one. And in all of my years of playing this game, Moroccan coffee has never got much cheaper. You will never see it for this price. So I think we're not doing amazing. We're in no means, bankrupt, but we're not doing amazing. So I think I will stick to Kona coffee for now. At least until we've, got a bit further off the ground. And then alternatively, we could just make some more chocolate bars. But I think maybe a spicy coffee. I think a spicy coffee would be nice. I can't want to go cayenne and caramel, so it's like spicy and sweet. So let's see what he thinks of that one. Apparently he likes it. I feel like there are some that he does say, no, do not add these together. But for the most part, he seems to actually enjoy them. So it's definitely one I would recommend experimenting and just seeing what comes up. Also, if I do press the button again, he does say something different. Sometimes. Maybe. No, apparently the combination just works for him. He's not actually going to say anything else. He's not feeling very talkative today. Okay, so we're gonna head on over to the next step, and as you can see, we now have a new selection. That is quite hideous. I'll be honest though, I think I've had a G Fuel that was that colour, so but that's not a coffee colour at all. I think that this one would probably be kind of dark but red, because obviously there is no milk in that. That's quite brown. Those are all quite brown. I think that's sort of the darkest, reddest one. Yeah, obviously there's no milk in it, but it's a bit sort of chilly, bit sort of caramel. Unless we can have that one. It's a bit too pale, I think. That's also a bit too dark. So you kind of want it sort of a little bit in between. And that's just very, very bright. I don't think you should drink anything that's that colour. Again, having drunk G Fuel, I don't think I can say that with much conviction. Let's go with that, and then we'll sort of have a little froth on the top. Not that one. That just looks really weird and shiny. It doesn't look nice. Yeah, I think that works. That's not the same colour, is it? I think it's that one. It is that one. Yeah, so it's got a nice red froth on the top. This is actually supposed to be mint leaves, but it should not be purple. It looks a bit weird, but we're going with it. We're going with it. I think that one for caramel, and then sort of have it as a nice yellowiness. So actually, maybe make this a bit paler. Oh, you can't see it at all. Maybe darker, paler. We will get this eventually. That's way too bright. I get very into making these things. So apologies. Be thankful I'm also not playing Sims. I would literally be here for hours making these. Have we got any alternatives? And we have that one, which is sort of a smoother surface. I suppose if we made that darker, you still can't see it very well. That kind of works. Yeah, so if we make it dark. There we go. Yeah, I think that works quite nicely. So we have the sweet. If I can spell it, sweet spicy blend. Yeah. Hot cayenne pepper mixed with caramel. And we are going to add this recipe. So there we go, we've got 2 of our own inventions now. And I think that looks pretty darn nice. I'll be honest, I really could go for a cup of that right now. So tired. We probably, I don't know what we want to do. What have we got in our inventory? We should probably actually go here first to go make those chocolate bars. The reason being that we need something in production, just so that we've got something working. He didn't actually want that many, so in theory it's not going to take us a massive amount of time. To produce all of the ones that he wants, but I just like to sort of have them done, and then we can chill. We can take the company out for a nice dinner or something. We don't have to work as hard. Whoops! I totally didn't mean to do that. Oh no. And the other thing to be said about chocolates with less ingredients is they're a whole lot easier to make as well. I didn't make that look particularly easy, I confess. But yeah, they are a lot easier to make. Right, so we need what do we make coffees with? Oh right, so as long as we don't buy any cream, if we switch it to that one, then by the time we get back we will actually have some coffee left. Because the trouble is, as soon as I go there and I buy some coffee beans, we're gonna be out again. So we want to do that. How many of those have we actually got left? We've got 15. So we'll have more than enough. But we kind of want that stored until we get some more. And that was the very thing I was supposed to do before I went in here, which was I needed to go back to the factory so that I could change it. That was what I was supposed to be doing. Never mind. We'll just buy extra coffee, and then we'll just have loads to sell. So that's fine. So I will buy some of those first, and then we'll head on over here. So he's now given us 25,000 for how many total is that? 150, is it? I really don't feel like that was worth it, considering that we used, considering that we made 12 of the cases of chocolates earlier, and we got about however much it was. I think it was like 15,000 or something ridiculous. But you know, mate, that's fine. I'm not going to say any more about it. So we don't actually need anything from here. We've got all of the ingredients that we can get, at least. We've got the we would just need to buy the cayenne pepper. Since we've now got paid, I might buy another 100 sacks, and then that will keep us going. Just long enough for me to go over here. And that was lucky because it took us 2 weeks to get there, which means oh no, he wants to talk to us. It took us 2 weeks to get here, which means that we've just used 50 sacks, which means that if we'd only bought 100 in the first place, we would have used half of the cocoa, half of the coffee beans that we just bought already, which is great because we can sell those, but it's not great if you, say, needed to make another 75 coffees, because then you'd have to go all the way back. Right, what does Felix want? Mrs. Rebel, you've successfully invented your own product and you have now launched our line of coffees. I'm glad to see how well things are going for our company. As you and I both know, you need to earn the endorsements of myself and other members of the board of directors in order to be named CEO of the company. As soon as you have been able to learn and manufacture 5 coffee recipes, as well as taken over at least 1 retail location, you will have earned my endorsement. Best of luck, Mrs. Rebel. I have no doubt that you will succeed. He's so nice. Yes, so this is handy. As we've already just created our own coffee recipe, we now have 3 out of 5. And we also need to take over 1 retail location, and at some point soon there will be someone that's coming up. I can't remember which one it is first. Oh no, he's got another mission for us. Oh god. But that is great. Because we now have lots of mocha, so that is great. And actually, yes, okay, so note to self, we definitely should have said no to that first one, because he's offering us 50,000 for 75 cases. We only got, was it 25,000 from the other guy who bought twice as many coffees? I feel very cheated. So you can have that, and we're now going to change. I'm hoping that we were supposed to have 3. We have 65 of those. Would you believe it? We have 65 of those. So if we keep going for another week. Oh. Well, I've been stung severely with those. We're not going to speak about it. I'm not going to speak about anything. I'm also not going to buy that many. But yes, I would like some raspberries. We should probably get into more caramel. Should probably... We don't actually need any more milk. We've got everything else that we need. But let's buy 5 more sacks of that. And... oh, let's just buy 5 more sacks of raspberries. Excellent. Right, so we have now finished. You can have those. And you can now have those. You can have 4 of those, but I'm not going to give you too many. You can also have all of those because I don't need them. I think we can also probably sell off a few of those. So that's given us a nice chunk of money back. So we can now change to our own creation. Except that we can't, because somebody has actually forgotten to go buy the ingredients. We'll just put it for... actually, we've literally only got 2 milk left, so we might as well leave it for that. So in hindsight, we could have actually just gone up there, bought the ingredients and come back again, and we would have had enough. I'm a bit of a dummy sometimes. That's also the most expensive that we've seen those for, so we're not going to buy too many. Because as you can see from that price, it's not that great. So we're going to go back down here and we're going to buy, we're going to make those. I have run severely over time. I'm having way too much fun playing this. So we're going to call it there for today. Join us next week where we are going to deliver some mochas. We are going to make some more of our own invention, and then we are going to have a bit of a play. Let's just see what else we've got. Okay, so we've got this one of Felix's. That's fine. We need to make his, which we've got all the ingredients for, we've just not made them. And then we need to make his as well. Ah, we could have... Okay, I mean, we could have just dropped those off a second ago when we just went to buy some chilies, but, you know, never mind. Yeah, I'm gonna go to this screen. Before I mess this game up any further. Yes, thank you to all my lovely patrons, to Cowhome, Duncanland, One, lastly Sir, Pixel Crash Music, She Loves Games. Thank you all very much. You are all very, very awesome. Thank you for all the support, and yeah, I will see you guys soon. I'll see you next week. Bye bye.